Some stories defy belief and challenge our understanding of reality. One of the earliest and most detailed alien abduction reports comes from Brazil in 1957. Antônio Villas Boas, a young farmer, claimed an encounter so strange that it shocked researchers and ufologists alike. That night, under the calm Brazilian sky, he was about to experience a tale of light, fear, and otherworldly beings that would raise more questions than answers. At 23 years old, Antonio was working late in his family's rural fields. The moon cast long shadows over the crops, and the air was still, almost eerily silent. He had no idea that this quiet night would turn extraordinary. Suddenly, a bright light appeared in the sky. It wasn't a plane, helicopter, or meteor. It hovered silently, perfectly round, and pulsating with an eerie red-orange glow. Heart-pounding, Antonio moved closer, curiosity overcoming fear, drawn towards something he could not comprehend. Without warning, a beam of light enveloped him. He felt himself lifted off the ground and transported into a craft. Inside, the atmosphere was surreal, illuminated by glowing panels, strange instruments, and unfamiliar textures. Four humanoid beings, wearing gray overalls and gloves, approached him. Their faces were difficult to make out, their movements precise, almost mechanical. Antonio felt a strange gel being applied to his skin and sensed an intense observation, as if his mind itself were being scanned. The being's attention seemed both clinical and purposeful, and an unshakable feeling of being studied weighed heavily on him. Then, a tall, blonde humanoid approached. Her eyes were large and expressive, her movements graceful and almost human-like. She guided him through the craft, showing rooms filled with devices that glowed faintly with an unearthly light. The encounter was surreal, blending fear, awe, and curiosity. Antonio later described an intimate connection with her presence, an emotional component beyond mere observation. The sensation was overwhelming. He could not explain the mixture of terror, fascination, and a strange sense of understanding. The craft felt alive, as if responding to the being's thoughts. The examination continued with methodical precision. Each gesture of the humanoid seemed deliberate, each movement controlled. Antonio experienced strange sensations, pressure, tingling, and an almost hypnotic awareness. Devices he could not name appeared to record or communicate, perhaps even telepathically. At one point, he noticed panels displaying symbols or patterns that he could not decipher. But the implication was unmistakable. Intelligence far beyond human understanding. The encounter hinted at science, observation, and perhaps communication, merging in a way that defied earthly logic. After what felt like hours, though may have been only minutes, Antonio was returned to his field. The craft shot upward at unimaginable speed and disappeared into the night sky. He was left shaken, his body marked with faint red abrasions, and his mind reeling from the experience. Authorities initially dismissed him, labeling the report as fantasy or hallucination. Yet, researchers found his account compelling. His testimony became one of the earliest thoroughly documented alien abduction cases, studied and referenced worldwide by ufologists, psychologists, and skeptics alike. Antonio recounted his story to authorities, journalists, and investigators. Despite skepticism, his descriptions were precise and detailed. The craft's interior, the humanoid's behavior, the female being, and even subtle technical elements. His account set a precedent for later abduction reports, many eerily similar, suggesting that either a pattern exists in these experiences or some unknown influence is shaping them. Researchers debated the possibilities. extraterrestrial observation, secret experimental technology, or an unexplained psychological phenomenon. The case raises enduring questions. Are we truly alone in the universe? Could advanced beings be studying humanity, observing silently, or subtly influencing our world? Antonio's story resonates across decades, with similar patterns appearing in reports worldwide. Hovering lights, humanoid figures, and advanced technology. Whether his encounter was a genuine extraterrestrial experience or a misunderstood phenomenon, it challenges our understanding of reality and compels us to consider our place in a far larger cosmos than we can imagine. To this day, Antônio Villas Boas' account remains a cornerstone of alien abduction studies. It reminds us, the universe may hold secrets stranger than we dare imagine, and some truths may lie beyond what we can comprehend. What really happened that night in 1957? Was it proof of extraterrestrial life, psychological event, or something else? The answers remain elusive, but the story continues to captivate and unsettle those who look at the stars and wonder what might be watching back.